Hi everybody, and welcome to our New Year's resolutions.
Have you got any?
I do have some. I try to have some every year. Not just one, but a few. Do you have any?
Well, I'm thinking very hard about mine. And the truth is, I can't think of any really serious ones. I can think of a few for Julie.
What?
Are you allowed to do that?
No.
Can you impose?
You can't resolve for me.
Can I impose some resolutions
No, you can't
on
do that.
you?
By the way, is New Year's resolution, I don't ever remember you really ever doing them. I don't think you ever believed in them.
Well, hang on a second. Before she gets too sanctimonious and makes out that she, of course, follows through on her New Year's resolutions.
I try.
I can't remember a single one where that has applied.
Because I haven't told you of my New Year's resolutions.
Oh, she
Usually,
keeps them to herself.
I write them down.
These are secret New Year resolutions, but this year they're not secret.
Well, no, because we're filming them.
Yeah, but if we're filming them,
we have to.
The amazing
that's right.
thing
This is why I'm excited.
We're going to have to do them.
That's right.
So I'm going to change my list and make them really achievable.
Well, that's what
I
they
have
should
set
be.
myself some really quite complicated and difficult
They should
ones,
be achievable,
but because
Luke.
I'm going to be held to account by
Yourself
subscribers and
subscribers.
patrons, I think I'm going to choose some easy ones. So I've got one to kick off with.
Okay, go ahead and start.
I've been reminded of it in this room as we were sitting here, being a kind of spontaneous New Year's resolution sort of person. My New Year's resolution is to water the houseplants more frequently, because there's a plant over there that is looking really rather sorry for itself.
It's true.
And we do not do a good enough job of watering the houseplants.
No,
I will take that one on. In fact, I'm going to talk to Susie, who helps with this, and see whether between us we can work out a bit of a rota. I won't include you in that rota because that would be me imposing a resolution.
That's right.
Anyway, what's your next resolution?
My next resolution is fixing the 18th century pool once and for all.
What? You're not. You can only do resolutions that you're in full control of.
Yeah, I will be in full control. I will.
Well, there are many other factors that will either result in us fixing that pool or not fixing that pool.
Well, my resolution is to do my cold water immersion therapy for 2 minutes, starting as soon as possible, and that relies on the pool being fixed. So maybe your resolution should be fixing the pool, and my resolution should then be cold water immersion therapy as soon as it gets fixed every single day or almost every day for 2 minutes. See, if you would fix it, I could then do my resolution.
Okay. Well, we are making steps towards that resolution, so I think there's a reasonable chance we'll fix some of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
in 2022.
I've got another New Year's resolution, and this one I think is for Julie.
It can't be, but okay.
Order more cat food. The poor cats in this house.
No, that is not
they
true.
They go starving.
No, they don't, because they kill shrews outside. So they don't. They feast on shrews.
They don't, because we put little bell collars on them to stop them killing the wildlife. But we do not order enough cat food.
We do.
There are many occasions when the cats come in.
We have an ongoing
hungry,
delivery that comes,
and we have to feed them our salmon
because of the
or our
delivery
chicken.
And the problems that we've been having in this country with deliveries and the postal system and all of that's happened because of COVID and probably Brexit, is the deliveries are slower.
Instead of going into a long list of excuses, let's just make this a shared commitment, a shared resolution. Order more cat food.
It's on a rota that gets delivered. Anyway.
I'm not talking about excuses. Okay, that's
so here's my next resolution. I brought mine down. I'm really excited. Through my sort of, research into Alberta, I have a lot of her old diaries and also her old journals. And they're all made from Smythson. So this year, I am going back. I'm making a resolution to go back to written form of scheduling things. So, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I went to Smythson. This is my Christmas present to myself. I got a similar diary to what Alberta had. And I'm going to not only put in what I will be doing each day here in pen or pencil, but also my to-do list will be here rather than on my phone. And I actually think this is really going to help me because I can just pick it up and look at it rather than having to go into another phone that requires me to get on a screen. And so I'm going back to the old way of doing it.
The old ways.
That's right.
Julie is returning to the old ways.
Alberta is teaching me.
Because the old ways are
now,
some of the best ways. Now,
there's a little bit more there. I want to finish.
But is the resolution, therefore, to be more Alberta because you're going to do more of what she used to do?
In the back, there are a lot of blank pages, and this is where I really want to journal as well.
Should we just give them a little plug? Smyson is a fantastic company, a traditional English company.
They're not sponsoring this in any way.
They're not sponsoring us, and they make these absolutely wonderful diaries and are a very traditional English brand.
So this one has a week to view. It's got to-do lists, and then it has end notes. It has a little pocket here for putting things, so I can journal, put in my schedule and my to-do list all in one. So this is a big resolution for me.
And the great thing about that resolution is, again, we will be able to check at the end of the year.
That's right.
We can leaf through.
I know, I'm excited.
And see how many pages you've
rather than
filled out.
going through a digital device.
Yeah, which is what I do. I've always been more digital than you, haven't I?
You have.
Do you think I should have a resolution about being less digital? What would that mean?
I mean,
it would mean less YouTube, of course.
I went on my phone a few years ago to do everything digitally, and now I'm going to go back to this. Yeah. I think it's a real art. It's a real, you're archiving that way. It's much easier. Anyway, so that's my big resolution.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got one, but again, it's one for Julie.
Well, this makes no sense to me. Should I start coming up with ones for Luke?
You can if you want.
No, but that's not the point of it.
Here's the one for Julie. Create less piles.
Piles. I knew you were going to say that.
Now, Julie is a wonderful person, as you all know. She has an infinite number of qualities. But with those qualities come certain quirks. And one of her quirks is to kind of gather stuff.
You're sharing this with the world right now.
I know.
This is very personal.
It's not that personal. Gather stuff and put it all in one area, and then put more stuff on top of it, and then more stuff on top of that, until you've quite literally got a pile of stuff. And we have these piles around the house in different places. And the thing about them is they last forever. They're like the pyramids of Giza. They are there indefinitely.
No. He would miss it. He would miss it. You say that he knows when I'm in a room, it's like a tornado walking in because
Julie
there's piles
has a
everywhere.
fabulous friend in Italy called Annette, who is helping her with this because she is the world's most meticulous and tidy person, and has given Julie instruction on how to reduce her piles. So I mean, it's a fair one.
Annette Joseph is amazing. Check her out, and I'll be filming with Annette more in Italy. She was on one of my videos, or a couple of my videos. We love Annette, but you love Annette.
So Julie's got a resolution to be more Alberta, and I suggest
be more. Okay, I'll take that. Be more Annette. Okay, I'll take both of the A's. Okay? That is actually, I do want to emulate
you're aspiring
Annette. I am aspiring to
It's a place you want
Annette,
to get to.
Yeah, to those two people. Yeah, that is, okay.
Okay.
That's going to be difficult though.
But now I'm a little bit worried because
that's going to be hard.
You might have something in return for me.
No, you're perfect, just the way you are. I'm not going to do this on camera.
Oh no,
I'll do it later. No, I'm just kidding. So I think those are our big...
Those are some good ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, there are some Mapperton resolutions as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we could set those for Mapperton.
We do have some objectives for Mapperton. We've got some quite big things that we want to do here. We've got the Coltley Development Project, which is a big project.
I think you're going to be doing another video on this,
We're doing a video on that. And then we've also got all of the new guided tours and walks linked to Mapperton Wildlands, which is the rewilding project. So we've got to launch that. So there's a whole hope, but those are really Mapperton resolutions.
Yeah, I think you're going to be doing another video on what we're doing at Mapperton.
I have got one more for me.
Oh, okay, good. I thought it was for me again.
Which is that I wear too many hats. So I am going to take off a couple of hats this year. I haven't decided which ones.
We better decide soon.
But it's true. But I keep saying yes to putting on a new. By putting on a new hat, I mean taking on a new responsibility. And I think I've got to just do better with what we have rather than take on more stuff. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
That does make sense to me. I think you've got to be careful making too many resolutions. That's why I only made just a few. Yeah. Less piles. Obviously, you made that one for me, but I actually quite like that. More journaling and writing in my diary and calendar. And then, of course, I would like to do my cold water. I really would. That is a big one for me.
Well, okay. And also, once the summer comes along, I'm quite happy to join Julie in her cold water immersion therapy, because by that stage, it won't be so cold.
Yeah.
So I can make that resolution as well.
Okay, let's see if that one comes true. I mean, that will be unbelievable if he actually does the cold water immersion therapy. That is a resolution I'm setting for you. As soon as the pool...
but I said I'd do it in the summer.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Can I set the resolution that you will do it once with me in the winter?
Absolutely not.
Once with
not
me.
Not a chance. That's madness.
Oh my gosh, that is... Can I say the word wimp? That is real... You're wimping out.
Let's end on a high. We want to say thank you again to all of our subscribers. Thank you particularly to our patrons. If you'd like to support this important part of England's heritage, please do consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Mapperton Live.
Exactly. And there you'll get a lot more behind the scenes and, of course, updates from us as well. And I think also, I just want to say to everybody, we would absolutely love to hear what your New Year's resolutions are. If you do create resolutions, put them down below so you can be accountable as well as you put them in stone in the comments down below, and you can check back on this video a year later to see if you succeeded at your New Year's resolutions.
I think I've forgotten what mine are already.
Don't worry, I remember, because I'm going to write them down in here.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, and we hope that your 2022 is an improvement
on 2021.
On 2021. Happy New Year, everybody.